What in the world? What in the world? It's your boy Big Low Country. And look, man, I got a special treat for y'all. I got some of my friends here with me. First of all, I got to introduce this dude right here.
What's good, coaches? What's good, big country? Y'all know who it is. It's your boy, Jay in the Bay. And I'm glad to be on with you guys tonight.
I got my other homegirl right here.
Well, I don't have an introduction. I got a headache, y'all. But anyway, I am Joy. As you know, most of you all know me on Twitter as at her little self. And I am enjoying my world on YouTube. So yeah, hey Tonio. And yeah. So I'm glad to be here. I'm only here for a short time. So if you need to ask me something, ask me before I
go. I also got my homeboy Tonio down here, aka
What's
the
up?
Matic guy. I don't know
What's
if you
up?
met Jay in the Bay, Tonio. My homeboy Jay in the Bay from Cali.
Yeah, man. We be watching each other videos, man. He got good content over there.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely, man.
I
Definitely.
appreciate watching
Much
your
love.
Madden videos, man. I'm learning when I watch your Madden videos, that's for sure.
That's a good feeling. Good feeling, man.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So, look, man. I guess my first question to all y'all, first of all, how do y'all feel about that Super Bowl? Like, you know, was it a, you know, I don't want to put no thoughts in your mind, so y'all just let me know how y'all felt about that Super Bowl.
Cause you know Roland gonna say that you're not doing it with your heart, right?
Go ahead, Jay. Tell me how you felt about it, brother.
It's mixed feelings because as a 49ers fan, the Chiefs beat us last year in the Super Bowl, so it's kind of sweet revenge, that the Chiefs, that the Buccaneers beat the brakes off the good old Chiefs. That was funny to see, but I don't lie though, I picked the Chiefs to win, the game because I thought they were the better team coming in. I thought they had the better roster, and I thought that, Pat Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, and Travis Kelce, I thought they would, you know, have a repeat game of what happened in the regular season. But unfortunately, that didn't come to fruition. And, Buccaneers proved that they were the better team. TB12, I think it's safe to say, he's obviously the most successful quarterback ever in NFL history. Some may dispute if he's the GOAT or not, but he proved that, he played his best game on the biggest stage, and there's no denying that. So,
Man, I hate to say that as well, but it sucks. But tell me what you're feeling, Joy. Tell me how you feeling about this one.
I mean, first of all, our team wasn't in it, so I really don't care about how it went either way. But I had money all over the place, and they did me great. But I really thought that it was not so much of a great matchup because of the way the refs called the game the first half. I think that kind of killed the momentum for the Chiefs. But the second half, they just really got beat. Like there was no excuse for the second half. It didn't even look like they made any type of adjustments or anything. So with Brady being there, Brady gonna have some type of favor. So I knew the Chiefs wasn't gonna win. And like I was telling Jay earlier, with them playing them in the season, I knew that Tom Brady was not gonna go in. Oh, the baby.
Tell Artist, there's your kids in the background.
That might be. Hold on, let me mute because they over there having a good time with their own grandma.
Okay, yeah, that was deal. But I definitely. Oh, hey.
All right, there you go.
But yeah, I definitely agree with y'all. I know a lot of people are talking about those calls that they made. At the end of the day, I don't think it would have made a difference. I think Tampa Bay just kind of had a better plan. Now look, Joy. Now you said that you had some money on the game and everything. You bet on did you bet on the Buccaneers, Joy?
No, I actually played on the board.
Oh, okay. You played the ball. Okay.
I'm kind of pissed off at the Chiefs though, because I needed them to score for me to sweep the board. But I put it on several boards, so I did well. But if I would have betted someone, I would have put my money on Tom Brady. And truth be told, I know folks gonna kill me, but truth be told, I wouldn't have betted against him when we played them in the Super Bowl, because I knew before that even started that we weren't gonna win. And I know that's bad to say because it's my team, but it was just a lot that was going on in that whole week leading up to our Super Bowl that just had me to believe that they are going to make it to where Tom Brady just beat us. I didn't think it was going to be a 28-3 thing, but I knew that by halftime for sure, I was like, yeah, we too hyped. We doing a little bit too much. We're going to mess around and lose. And it happened. So, it's hard to bet against Tom Brady because 9 times out of 10 you're gonna lose. Yeah, he lost a couple of Super Bowls or whatever the case may be, but the chances of him winning is very high.
Hey, I understand that. I definitely understand that. What do you think about this game, Terror Artist? Like, tell me how you feeling about this one, bro.
Well, first of all, sorry about that. My kids was lit. They was in there playing with their grandmama, having a good time, having no care in the world what's going on over here. But shoot, I think she pretty much hit it right on the nail. The first half was BS because of the refs. I mean, how was that ball, catchable in the end zone? You know what I feel? And then, second, they came in like they already lost. They came in the second half like it was over. So they did not have that same drive. So Tom Brady just crushed their necks. That's it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that penalty with Breland on Evans when I think when Breland tripped Evans, that was the only call where I was like, that's kind of incidental contact. Like Breland was running, he was trying to run after Evans and he kind of tripped him, but it didn't look like it was on purpose. But other than that, I mean, it seemed like the Chiefs were just playing undisciplined. Like they were. You saw Chris Jones. He hit the center of the Buccaneers, Jansen. Like it's like, what are you doing? It's a Super Bowl, man. Like you gotta keep your emotions in check. You gotta play disciplined football, and the Chiefs didn't do that. And but even after that, even with the penalties, the Chiefs' offense just couldn't get anything going.
Can I say one thing? Can I say one thing? I'm very disappointed in Miko Hartman because this was his one day that Tyreek Hill was in a bubble. Basically, he was jammed up the whole night. This was his one game to show them, hey, I can play just like him. And I don't think I saw the effort from him either.
And I'm gonna tell you another thing that turned everything around. Honey Badger, that his attitude played a part in the momentum of the team as well, because by him getting mad and frustrated, I get it wholeheartedly. You want to win, but he could not control his emotions to save his life, and that cost them, I think, a couple of penalties. And so at that point, it was just, the whole team morale, you could just tell they was just like, man, after those 3 or 4 calls, they was like, man, forget this. Like, we just held, it is what it is. And then another thing, though, that I did notice, Gronk tried to kick that man. I think that was third quarter. I don't know. I said, boy, he don't let his foot out there. Y'all winning. Come on, bro.
I don't know if y'all heard, and excuse me if I'm going in any out of order, but the reason why Tyrann, lost his cool, I heard Tom Brady call him a certain word, that we're not gonna say on here that but I heard that he called him that. And that's why he went on a rant on Twitter saying that he called me a certain thing that I don't want to say. But coming from our perspective and the opposite side, you already know what that word was. So if it was that, I don't know if it's true. I'm not saying it's true, but if it was true, Coach Lowe, as a player, how would you handle that? Would you handle that differently or the same?
I mean, as a player and as a coach, first of all, one thing that everybody got to realize is that people call each other all kinds of stuff during the course of a game. whether we see him doing this or not. Like I fall on somebody, I'm gonna whisper some sweet nothings in their ear. You know what I'm saying? But it's one of those cases where, I mean, you don't gotta do nothing for the world to see. If you fall on them, if you get near them, just do like Gronk did. I mean, I know it sounds wrong, but at the end of the day, it's football. Like we are out here hitting each other. So I mean, to each his own. I'm sorry if y'all think differently about me, after saying that, but it's just one of those things, man. I might pinch you a little bit, grab some skin and twist it, or I might put the elbow into you, or just let my weight fall on you. I do all kinds of stuff, but each his own. What you say, Jay?
That's football, though. That's football. That's sports in general,
That's
man.
football,
It come with
baby.
it.
Yeah, football game. It ain't nothing nice when and there are no friends when you get on the grid line. I feel like anything goes until the referee calls it. And I like Matthew's attitude. I like how he plays with aggression. He plays with heart. And he was drawing back and forth with TV12. I like seeing that. And I felt like his emotions were in check for the most part. I mean, I didn't feel like Matthew did anything, but we'll never know, what was said. They're not going to say what was said, but I feel like anything goes. Obviously, he shouldn't say nothing that we all know, what goes past that line. He should say that on the field, but as far as physically being rough and proving your manhood on the field, that's what football is all about. But
Yeah,
that's how I feel.
it happen on every play. Every play, you prove your
Yeah,
manhood, even if you don't even touch nobody, because because
yeah,
you never know who's coming. Like, you literally have to keep your head on the swivel. You never know who's coming. You don't know who's going to
yeah,
hit you. You don't know where it's coming from. So, I
yeah.
mean, you prove your manhood every time you walk out there. That's why whenever they did the Oklahoma drills, back in middle school, and the kids get up and they hit each other,
Hmm.
that drill made a lot of basketball players.
Yeah.
That, that drill made a lot of that drill made a lot
Exactly.
of kids play basketball, man. So yeah, that's the truth. That's the truth. Now I'm gonna go ahead and be honest with y'all, man. Another disappointing thing that I felt about this Super Bowl was that halftime show. Am I wrong?
Yes,
Maybe
you
I'm
are
just too
wrong.
old.
You're
I'm
wrong.
wrong. Okay,
And
okay.
and
So
and,
That
and I
halftime
guess
show was fire, baby.
it was
Come
fire. I ain't like it.
from my perspective, I felt like, okay, so the weekend was actually one of the perfect performers for that crowd, for that city. And the reason why I say that is because yes, he does make that kind of music when you're chilling with your boo thing or whatever was going on. But then he also has that whole pop feel that is might not cater to us, but it's gonna bring attention to everybody else. And
Yeah,
so,
Yeah.
when they chose him, I was like, well, I was not even expecting him to throw out some of those slow songs. And I figured, yeah, it wasn't for that type of venue, but all that other craziness, that's exactly what go on in that type of field. And them people probably was feeling it, you know.
yeah, yeah,
Now, when the Super Bowl was here, what we had, I felt like was just, you know what I'm saying? Because they should have, although we weren't in it, they should have brought what go on in our city. No offense, I love Travis Scott, and I think Big Boy was there, but it's not the same when you just don't have a full blown Atlanta lineup or somebody who caters to our market, if that makes sense. But to me, I mean, people were saying it was boring because it's him and he's singing slow songs and stuff like that. But I felt like
yeah.
it fit the crowd.
I mean, come on though,
They
Joy.
out
You
there
know
with no
good and
mask
well.
on anyway, and they
You
and
know,
they racing going on. So why not?
Joy. You know good and well. They had Atlanta. They had that Super Bowl in Atlanta. They wouldn't finna let no play no Pastor Troy for the Super Bowl.
They
But
should
why not?
Cause it's too, cause
Who's
it's too
here?
gritty. It's too gritty, Joy. It's too gritty. They ain't ready for that.
And guess what? I think that Super Bowl might have been the lowest one. Nobody really watched that. That
Yeah.
Super Bowl was trash, like beyond trash. I didn't go down there because I didn't give a damn. We wasn't in it. I didn't go down there. I didn't want to be in the atmosphere. Nothing. It was just you have to, if you're gonna bring something to Atlanta, whether it's soccer, whether it's NBA All-Star Weekend. You think for NBA All-Star they gonna put on, no offense to the Bay Area, but you think they gonna bring E40? This place about to be lit. Pandemic about to be for real all over the place because they about to have a NBA thing, All-Star Weekend here. That place about to be lit, and they not about to just have no anybody performing at that. If they do have anybody,
they about to have some Juicy J bands to make a dance type of thing.
What do you think, Jay?
You come out, this city about to be lit, and we are one of the worst states ever. This place about to be going off for NBA All-Star.
Yeah.
What you think, Jay? What you think about that halftime show?
First, I got to give a shout out to all the coaches in the chat. Also, shout out to Ethan the Sports Kid, CG Bully, 49 Thoughts, Matt. I appreciate you guys for coming through. But the weekend, that was fire. That was the best thing that happened the whole game was the
So you jamming?
show. Yeah, it was. I was singing. I can't feel my face when I'm with you. I was like, man, no, you gotta appreciate talent when you hear it. Like that man was singing. That wasn't no auto tune. That wasn't no. He was singing like that. So I appreciate his talent. And I honestly I hadn't heard those songs in a while. And he was doing his playlist. But I like just I like his ensemble. I like all the dancers. He had a lot of brothers in there. They was playing instruments. Like, no, it was fire. Honestly, it was, yeah. I was glued to the TV. My wife was like on her phone. She wasn't paying attention, but I was glued to the TV trying to see what was going to happen next. Honestly, so I thought it was fire. My opinion. So,
you know what? It's like since y'all break up all those points, because I come to the conversation with an open mind. So I mean, I can definitely see what y'all. I mean, because you're right. He put on the show now. Not like he didn't put on it just because I didn't like the songs. You know what I'm saying? I can't admit the fact that he didn't put on the show. He put on the show. He did. He put on the show.
And to add to that, when I got on social media today, I realized that there was a young black brother. I don't know his name, but he goes to FAMU. And his manifestation was last year or either the year before last. He posted on his Twitter that he would dance in last year's Super Bowl or either this year's Super Bowl. And he was one of the guys that had the tape on that was out there dancing. So,
oh, that's cool.
They had some brothers out there. And
well,
like
cool.
I said, The Weeknd is just a well-rounded artist. The song choices may not have been that great, but he's a well-rounded artist. He definitely can sing in real life. And, it's just one of those, but I was glad it wasn't no Maroon 5 or no jump like that up there, so.
Man. If somebody put in the count.
The Super Bowl is just one quick thing. The Super Bowl is worldwide. Like they have to get an artist who can relate to a whole bunch of people, not just a certain demographic. So he had the pop music, he could sing, he could dance, kind of like Bruno Mars, like people that they can relate to anyone. So
that's true. That's true. Yeah, because they couldn't put Plies up there. Plies up there talk about busted babies and stuff like that. That would.
Now Miami Dolphins, you probably would have had a Rick Ross or something like that, but Tampa Bay, no.
Man, nah. Miami, they would have brought out Trina and Trick Daddy. Oh, for real. And Uncle Luke. And Uncle Luke. You can't do
Rick
nothing
Ross,
in Miami.
Uncle Luke.
You can't do nothing in Miami without Uncle Luke putting his imprint on there. And it would have been horrible.
I don't know. I think it'll be Pitbull all day. Pitbull is taking over.
Yeah, Pitbull.
It probably been Pitbull though. Yeah.
DJ Khaled and friends.
Yep.
Yeah, DJ Khaled. Yeah, he got his hands in everything. He got his hands in everything.
Yep.
Now, Coach Wallace, he said that at Jay and the Bay, Coach Wallace, he's a Falcons fan. Definitely want your opinion on this too. He's saying that after this whole, Super Bowl and everything, do you think that the Falcons signed the right coach for the job? Because everybody out here was getting naked for Eric Bieniemy. Everybody
I told
wanted.
Y'all that was a no. I said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jay.
Yeah, I think Bieniemy definitely deserves Bieniemy definitely deserves a head coaching job. I mean, it remains to be seen whether the Falcons hired right in for the job, but Bieniemy definitely deserves to be a head coaching job. There have been coaches that have gotten hired for head coaching jobs that haven't called plays, haven't scripted plays. They're just basically someone's right hand man, you know. But yeah, I don't know what it is with Bieniemy not getting a head coaching job. He's definitely deserving of it. They say he's not good in the interview. I don't know what that means. The man clearly knows X's and O's. It seems like he holds players accountable. What else do you want in the head coach?
Well, in
Hey,
my opinion, I feel like that when it comes to just Falcons, the reason why I wasn't so gung ho over him is because I feel like the Falcons always go for who's popular at the moment. And that
Mm-hmm.
always comes to bite us in our behind. We went and got Dan Quinn because Seattle was just the bomb at that point. So we went and got him, and then that didn't work out. And then we went and got all these players that we spent money on that might have been great at their team when they were there, then came over here and then they were trash. So I felt like that he is not with us because he just don't need to be with us. I'm not necessarily sure. I always hear about that he doesn't call plays and that Andy Reid called plays and all this and that. I don't really keep up with that. But what I can say is if he did call plays, last night was just not a good thing for him. And it actually showed that, yeah, they are, I mean, regular like any other team. Any other team could have came in and played Tampa Bay just as well as the Chiefs. They were able to skate throughout the season, but just yesterday they didn't show up. And I get it. They had two people uh hurt, but I still don't think that was the reason why they lost. So.
yeah, I think I think this was his chance right here to show that he really, to show kind of put himself head and shoulders above everybody else, because whenever you don't have tackles, it's gonna be tough. And I never seen Patrick Mahomes run that much in his life, you know. But the coaches should have put him in a better situation. Whenever they ran the ball, they were actually doing a little bit better. Whenever they were running the ball, I
Mm-hmm.
said they need to come out and run screens and just actually run it to give those linemen some confidence. But I mean, end of the day, you got Patrick Mahomes. You're gonna trust Patrick Mahomes. You're gonna always go back to what worked for you. So I
I'm
mean,
gonna say this one thing and then I gotta go. But
okay.
one thing I do, and I know this gonna cause a little controversy, but I don't care. Um, Patrick Mahomes, no matter how much he scrambled last night, I did not see him take a sack. Like just sit. He really he fought for every scramble. He fought. He even threw some passes where I was like, and had the boy been in a little bit, I believe that might have been a touchdown.
Well, yeah, and one hit a guy right in the face mask. It hit his receiver. It hit his receiver right in the face mask. So
Yep.
the receiver probably thought he had no chance. But go ahead.
Now, any other quarterback would have tossed that. It would have been an interception, all kind of junk going on. And I'm just speaking about quarterbacks across the way. But he fought for his life, and scrambled to death. And no matter what, if he didn't throw the ball away, he definitely almost got it to his receiver, whoever he was trying to throw it to. Really accidentally, if you say, but he got there. And I
Mm-hmm.
felt like that showed that man had heart, even with having concussions and every turf toe and everything else that was going on with him. He fought as hard as he could with what he had. And you
Yeah.
can't say nothing else. That man played his heart out. I agree with that, Southern Scratcher. Hey, girl.
Definitely. I ain't gonna lie to you, Jay. You tell me how you feel about this, bro. That play whenever Mahomes fell and threw that ball and hit the boy in the face, man. That one of the best throws I ever seen.
I'm telling you.
That one of the best throws
Yeah.
I ever seen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mahomes is a magician. I mean, he can literally do it all. Though he throws from all different types of arm angles, and that's why I feel like he's the best quarterback in the NFL. He just had an off night last night. But I saw someone in the chat say give credit to the Buccaneers offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator. They had a hell of a game plan and they executed it. And Big Low, I know you know that the game is won in the trenches, and the Bucs imposed their will on the Chiefs offensive line, and I thought the Chiefs D line would do better. I thought that was the
Yeah.
key. That was one of the reasons why I thought the Chiefs would win. If you make Brady uncomfortable in the pocket, make him get off that spot, then I feel like the Chiefs have a better chance to win. But the Chiefs D line, you didn't really hear Chris Jones, Frank Clark.
Right.
They didn't show up. But credit to the
Yes,
Bucs
man.
O line, they did their job. So
Yeah, they balled out, man. They balled out.
I'll
Well,
put it like
fellas, I
this.
gotta go.
Go
But
ahead.
it was good talking to you all, and I'll be tuning in on the outside.
Okay.
Take care. Stay safe. Wear your mask.
nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you as well. I'll be seeing y'all again. I know I will.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
All right.
See you later.
All right,
All
Jordan.
right.
Take care. All right.
See y'all later.
But it's one thing that I do have to say, Coach Lowe and Jay in the Bay. Before I get to where I'm going to say, let's get it, GA. If you in here, man, I appreciate that comment that you left on your stream. It made me feel good that somebody on YouTube admire my work. You know what I mean? And be like, hey, you my favorite YouTuber. One of those. It was like that sellers high that you're always talking about up there that would be talking on the phone and stuff. That sellers high, and I appreciate that. But alarming stat of the Super Bowl night. Alarming stat of the Super Bowl night. Did y'all know that Mahomes ran for 497 yards before passing the ball?
Oh my God. What?
497
Wow.
yards before passing the ball.
Wow. With the turf
That's
toe.
crazy.
Yes. Yes.
Wow. I wouldn't. I try to imagine even playing with the turf toe. Like,
So I give the Bucs their credit. Their defensive line, they showed out. They showed and the running game for the Bucs showed out to where Tom Brady didn't have to do so much. But then Patrick Mahomes over there, fighting for his life. 497 yards before passing the ball. Just scrambling around.
Yeah,
man.
and TB12, whenever he would throw the ball, his receivers were wide open. Like he just two Gronk touchdowns. Seemed like he was wide open. And credit to the Bucs offensive coordinator Byron Leftwich, and TB12 was making the right reads and he was comfortable in the pocket. And I wonder if TB12 was going to retire. You go out on top, or he gonna come back another year? I wonder. What do you guys
Ooh.
think?
Man, you know what, Jay? That's a good question. Because we was actually the coaches, and me and the coach was actually talking about this last night. Is it wrong that somebody wins so much that you hope they retire? Is that a bad thing?
That sound like hating to me. That sound like hating.
That's hate. That sounds like hate to me too, bro. That sounds like hate to me too.
So what you hating?
I was hating.
Me too. My God, dog.
Well,
boy,
Eli Manning and the Giants beat him twice.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude.
And
you
also
got
Nick
7.
Foles beat him. So
Yeah.
How many more you need? Let's switch it around. If y'all don't see the right, bam. How many more do you need?
But I don't know if he will retire though, Jay. Because I heard him say he want to play till he's 46. I mean, if he does, I'm scared for him. We know he likes to run those sneaks, those QB sneaks. I mean, if somebody falls on a 46-year-old body the wrong way, like it's not going to be the same. If it was 28, 29, 30, so I'm actually kind of worried about that, man. But look, he's been doing it for a long time. I'm sure he'll be protecting himself the way that he should. What you think, Terry Artist?
Yeah.
I mean, I've been saying it for the past couple of 4, 5 years now. Oh, this gonna be the time that Brady retires. He don't. This gonna be the time that Brady retires. He don't. Over and over and over and over and over again, bro. So it's just like, you know what? I'm not gonna say anything. Cause I don't know. Cause last year I thought it was it for him. The way that he played versus the Titans in that playoff game, I thought he was done. I thought that was the last that Brady was gonna see, and now he just won another Super Bowl. So I honestly can't call it, man. To be honest, he probably can play to that age. But as you say, one wrong hit, and it's not as easy to recover from.
Definitely, bro. Definitely.
Yeah.
Man, so look, I do want to let everybody know, everybody that's in the chat, make sure that if you smiled or if you've gotten any sort of knowledge that you didn't have before you watch this stream, that you go down there and hit the like button. Do a Country Boy a favor, hit the like button. I also want everybody
subscribe to him. Subscribe to both of them. Everybody.
Definitely. So for all the coaches out there, you know, my homeboy Jay in the Bay over there does great content. Y'all know that we don't like no San Francisco boys from back in the day from the NFC West, but you know, we still got nothing but love for them. And all Jay and the Bay fans, if y'all want to chop it up with old Country Boy, make sure you subscribe to Big Low Country Sports. And that dude down there, he just plays Madden. That's all he does. He play Madden all day and night. That's all he do.
Man, they call me the Madden God, and I'm true for that, and I'm pleasure for that. But I'm gonna hand it off to somebody else, man. Y'all go show Let's Get It GA some love, man. I guess he just started streaming Madden. And he popped up on my home screen on YouTube. I said, you know what? Let me surprise him. And then that's how I got that sellers high, him telling me all that. So y'all go check out Let's Get It GA. He just got through live streaming not too long ago.
But that his first one?
Nice.
That might have been his first one. If it is, let us know if that was your first one in the comment section. Let's Get It GA. But hey, I know how hard it is to do it. How hard it is to do it and grow. So
definitely.
While y'all praising me, go ahead and go over to Let's Get It GA as well, man. Show them.
Definitely, man. Definitely. Now, let me ask y'all this right here. So moving forward, it's tough for me, man, because I kind of live and breathe and everything football. What am I supposed to do with this offseason? Like, how do y'all handle your offseason?
Madden.
Madden. Yep.
Same thing with you, Jay. So you just jump on Madden.
Madden, and jump on Madden and just try to stay, abreast of what's going on in the NFL world. Like, players that aren't returning to their teams, retirements, free agencies coming up, drafts coming up. Like I just heard today that Patrick Peterson, the corner for the Cardinals, he's going to be a free agent. So obviously, from a 49 perspective, where we need, depth at the cornerback position, and that's definitely an area of need for us. So he could be an option, and he knows the Cardinals. So that would be great if we could, bring.
My question to you,
Pat
to piggyback off of that, my question to you, Jay in the Bay, because I think Patrick Peterson came out the same class as Julio, right? So they about 32 years old. Would you take an older cornerback?
I think Patrick's 30.
He 30. So I guess same thing. Would you take an older cornerback? I mean, I know y'all did it with Sherman, but
I would take Pat P for sure. He's 30 years old. I think he's still in the prime of his career. I don't think any team's going to sign him to a long-term deal. I think maybe a 1 or 2 year deal. But he's been to 3 Pro Bowl, or excuse me, he's been 8 Pro Bowls. He's a 3-time, first team All-Pro player. He can still play, and we're not going to bring Richard Sherman back. And Jason Verrett, he had a hell of a good year, but that was 1 year where he pretty much stayed healthy the whole year. And if you look at Jason Verrett's career, he hasn't been healthy. He struggled to stay healthy. So for me, honestly, I'd rather sign Pat P over Jason Verrett if I could decide. But I'm sure Pat P is going to expect to get paid like a top 5 corner though. So.
Man, is he still a top 5 though? Because I don't think he is. Top 5 in the league right now?
I would say so. So name 5 corners that's better.
All right, so Let's go Xavier Howard. Then let's go.
You got
Okay.
Gilmore.
You got Gilmore.
Gilmore.
Like how
Probably
many
put Lattimore
interceptions?
up there.
Lattimore, he had like a down year this year though, didn't he?
You said who?
Well, he
Lattimore.
shut down Mike Evans. Marcus Lattimore.
That's true.
I can't give him this though. I can't give him this though. Even though he do be holding a lot, you know how that one wide receiver always got that one cornerback that gives him trouble.
Yeah.
Lattimore be giving Julio trouble, bro.
Yeah.
And
he
he don't
Yeah, he
and he
does,
don't
yeah.
score. He don't score until Lattimore get off the field, bro. I just go ahead and say, even I gotta try my mouth with some hot sauce after that.
Jalen Ramsey too. Jalen Ramsey.
Yep. Jalen Ramsey. Yeah. So that's 4. Tre'Davious White and Denzel Ward. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean,
he's arguably top 5. You can say maybe he's more realistically top 6, top 7, but he's still a pretty good corner. He's still pretty good.
Yeah. You're right. I can definitely see that. I can definitely see. I guess because for a long time he was just the number 1 corner in the league, and sometimes we just get used to seeing people there, and it's like you just don't hear his name as much, So, but I could definitely see. I could say that he's arguably one of the top 5 corners in the league. I could definitely say that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. There are younger corners. There are younger corners who are better right now. And Pat P, as you mentioned, he's a vet. He's been in the league at least 10 years. So he's been like one of the top corners for a while. And you could say maybe he's not as good as he was, when he was 25, 26. But he's still maybe not top 5 anymore, but he's top 10. Like he was still starting on a lot of teams in the NFL for sure.
I think that would be a great pickup for y'all, man. I think that would be a great pickup for y'all.
Yeah.
Especially since Richard Sherman's going to leave. Who did y'all get for your defensive coordinator?
Yeah. We hired within. You played linebacker. His name is escaping me right now. Forgot his name. I did a video on him too. I'm forgetting his name, but he played linebacker for the Houston Texans and for the Philadelphia Eagles. He was a first-round pick, and he was a linebackers coach with us. For some reason, I can't think of his name, but we hired within. It'll come to me.
Yeah.
So we hired within.
Troy Aikman, he's someone who comes on the show very often. And I don't know if you ever heard the expression "getting naked" that we use, Jay. I don't know. Have I ever told you about that expression?
Yeah, you told me about that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. So Coach Troy, he been showing his nipples, for the last month and a half, talking about how the Tampa Bay defense is the truth. And look, man, I know when to eat crow. You were right, Coach. You were right. You got it. You got it from me. What's going on, Awesome Sports? Shouting out Jay and Bay.
What's going on, Awesome Sports? Yeah,
what's going on, Awesome Sports? What's good? Thanks for coming through.
Definitely, man. Definitely. Key in the building. What's good with your family? What's good with you? Thanks for chilling out with us, man. What's
good? Thanks for coming through, Key in the building.
Yeah, man. It's going to be tough for me moving forward, bro.
There we go.
DeMeco Ryans.
Oh my goodness, boy, he was a beast.
So how do you feel about that, Jay and the Bay? How you feel about that?
I think that's a good hire. I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, obviously he played the position at a high level, linebacker. He knows defenses. He knows how offenses are going to try to attack his defense. And I believe he's going to use a similar defense that Robert Saleh had, which is smart. Robert Saleh kind of perfected play calling on defense, so that'll take some time for DeMeco Ryans to learn how to do to play call. but I mean, he knows the scheme. He can teach the scheme, and the players and his other coaches on the staff, speak highly of him. So yeah, I'm happy for the hire, and I can't wait to see how he develops his play calling skills because that'll take time.
Yeah, you're definitely right about that. You're definitely right about that. Um, Albert, he was asking if we're going to do a mock draft. Yes, that's definitely going to be something to help me get through this offseason. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be doing a mock draft, Albert. What about you, Jay? You going to do a mock draft for them 49ers?
Yeah, yeah, I should do a mock draft because now, if online, they have so many different websites that you can do a mock draft. You can do trades. You can trade up, trade down, trade with other teams. So it's pretty cool now that you can do a mock draft. And yeah, it's interesting
Yeah.
because the Niners, I feel like we could go different. We could trade up, or it's not trade up. We could trade down to get multiple picks because I know we need help at corner, interior offensive lineman, and some people say quarterback. But we'll see what comes. We'll see what happens. But what are the Falcons' biggest needs though? What do you think, Derek? Because I haven't heard from you what the Falcons' biggest needs are.
You talking about draft wise? Draft
Yeah.
wise, I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
tell you this: if we go pick a wide receiver with the fourth pick, I'm gonna scream to the top of my lungs. I know the fun side. I know my boy Smith is right there, and I know they fell in love with Alabama wide receivers, which they picked by Bama, by the way. But
Mm-hmm.
if they pick a wide receiver, they better not do that. I'm gonna scream to the top of my lungs, man. Or a quarterback. I don't want that neither. But if you don't see a stud on the defensive line with that first pick that we got with the fourth, trade back because we broke. Like they in the projects.
Yeah.
They broke. So I think we should trade back. Maybe get a quarterback in the later rounds, maybe like second or third. If we can somehow, some type of way, slip up and get
Mhm.
Matt Jones, then I'd take it. But build up in the trenches, build
Yeah.
up on the offensive line, defensive line. We already got the skills positions. Get another cornerback besides AJ Terrell. Get you a safety, and we might be good. This is the Falcons. We never know.
I want to give a
So I
quick
dig
shout
it.
out. I want to give a quick shout out to Coach Ian Miles per tradition. And I'm sorry, Jay, we have weird traditions on the coaching staff. So Coach Ian Miles, every time he comes on, he tells us what he's eating, and he said, "What's up, family?"
Fried skunk meat.
I mean, fried skunk meat, dove wings, and prune brownies, and I'm sipping on black seed oil. Oh my lord, what in the world, Coach?
Bro, it is about let's see what time it is in Georgia. 8:52. I'm gonna say by 11, 12 o'clock, the toilet gonna be calling your name. But appreciate you watching.
Much love, man.
Appreciate you watching,
Much
man.
love.
That's funny.
But yeah,
He be coming on my channel with that too, man. It's funny.
oh, he does.
Yeah.
Man,
Country folks. That's funny.
man. But yeah, as far as like what the Falcons are going to do, I'm thinking we're going to go all defense, defensive line, cornerbacks. We could use some help in that linebacker slot because we're actually talking about moving to the 3-4. So we moved to that 3-4. You got to have at least two more linebackers because that's a whole nother position, and you got to have that depth as well. So yeah, I think we're going to go all defense. I look at our offense. I really don't see nothing wrong with it from last year besides the play calling.
All right. Let me ask you a
Yeah.
question, Lo.
Okay.
So you seen what recently happened with Micah Parsons, right? And the recent troubles or whatever he was going through. It might be a chance that he might slip to that second round. And you just mentioned us shifting over to the 3-4 defense, with Dan Pease and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Do you grab him if he did in the second round?
Yes, I do. Yes. Yes, I definitely do. Yeah. Michael Parsons at linebacker that could play inside and outside, who's big as all get out, country strong, uh, could run like a chicken on a hot skillet. I would definitely get Michael Parsons. Man. But let me ask y'all this right here, man, because I've been hearing all these rumors about Carson Wentz getting traded. Have y'all heard anything about where he might be going? And coaches, y'all in the comments, if y'all could tell me if y'all heard anything. Have anybody heard anything about where Carson Wentz might be getting traded to?
I haven't heard what particular landing spots. I just heard about him potentially being traded. What about you, Jay?
I've heard he might get traded to the Colts. I've heard, the Chicago Bears. I've even heard the Niners interested, but I don't know. He can't stay healthy, and that's what Jimmy G's problem is. Over here in the Bay Area, Jimmy G can't stay healthy, so I don't know if we would want to trade for another quarterback who has the same issue. And he has, a much bigger contract than Jimmy G as well. So, but I would give Wentz another shot, unless Wentz says you have to trade me. You got a new coaching staff. Maybe he just needs a new voice besides Doug Peterson. Maybe that would help Wentz out. And they need to continue to get talent around Wentz. I don't think they should just give up on him unless he demands a trade.
Yeah, yeah, I could definitely see that. Albert, he's saying Carson to the Niners. Everybody just trying to get rid of Jimmy G. Jay, what in the world, man?
I know y'all trying to get rid of my quarterback, baby. What you doing? Hey, Jimmy G was instrumental in getting the Niners to the Super Bowl. Was Jimmy G the main reason we got to the Super Bowl? No. Did we go to the Super Bowl in spite of Jimmy G? No. He was part of a strong running game, great defense, good coaching. And I think we should. I mean, unless y'all say we can get Deshaun Watson, then I think we're gonna keep Jimmy G. I think Jimmy G is a pretty good quarterback when everything is working around him. And this year we just had so many injuries, and that's not Jimmy G. He can't stay healthy, but I feel like we stick with Jimmy G, but we have to improve the quarterback room. We can't. I know we re-signed Josh Rosen, but I don't think he would start over Jimmy G, obviously. But I think we should get another vet backup quarterback like, I don't know, Cam Newton, Jacoby Brissett, Andy Dalton, someone like that, where if Jimmy G goes down, there's someone who's performed at a high level and can step in and, still be serviceable at the quarterback position.
Yeah. Now, I heard you say that y'all would consider getting Deshaun Watson. What would you give up for Deshaun Watson?
Woo! I give up every pick in this year's draft. Every one of them.
Wait, say it again.
Pick, take it.
Oh no!
I don't want to.
No.
I don't want to give up.
You going the Ricky Williams way, the Saints way. you going the Ricky Williams way, man. You sure you want to do that?
I think our team.
Go ahead.
Yeah, if we can get Deshaun Watson, we're gonna rename the Golden Gate Bridge the Deshaun Watson Bridge. We're gonna build him a statue in front of Levi's. Deshaun Watson would he would have us in Super Bowl contention. I feel like our team I feel like we just need to add a few pieces. We re-sign Trent Williams, the left tackle. We add depth at corner. We got to shore up. I feel like the interior of the offensive line needs to get better. And then I feel like we got to get another running back behind Mostert and Jeff Wilson Jr. And I think we could add another receiver. And I feel like that's all we need. And you put Watson on there, it's go time. I think we'll be ready.
So is Ayuk a number one guy?
I feel so. Yeah, you put Ayuk. Honestly, I'd rather have Ayuk. We add another receiver, and then we have Debo in the slot. and then you got
Mm-hmm.
Kittle, and maybe even bring back Jordan Reed, I think this offense would be good. I think we'll be good.
Yeah, yeah, I think so too. Southern Scratcher said, "Low country, we in Savannah." Oh man, Southern Scratcher, you might be some of my people. You might be some of my people down there. Yeah, I'm one of them old Geechee boys from down there. Much love to you, Southern Scratcher. Much love to you.
These country people.
Hey, Jay of the Bay, I gotta say it, man. Everybody is a little country. I don't care what part. I don't care what part of the world you're from. Everybody got some kind of country in them.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know.
No, I agree. I agree.
But yeah,
I
man.
agree.
Yeah. So moving forward, because it's just like you were saying, Jay, it's one of those things where I think the 49ers are in the same situation that the Falcons are in. I think everybody's saying that we're trying to rebuild or but we both know that our teams just need a few pieces. So like what are some teams out there
Yeah.
that you can see because the NFL is all about parity. Top teams fall, bottom teams come up. Like what teams do you think might be falling next year?
Yeah.
And what teams you think might be on the come up next year?
It's funny you asked that question because this year I was thinking the Denver Broncos would be one of those kind of sleeper teams because they got the receiver out of I think he went to Alabama. His name is escaping me, but they picked him up. They got a few running backs. They got they got Von Miller and Brandon Chubb on the end to rush the passer. So I thought the Broncos were going to be primed to take that next step, but it seems like they still ain't got the quarterback. And
Yeah.
his name's escaping me, but he played solid last year. But this year, I don't know what happened. So it looks like
Drew.
they're still that could be another destination for Carson Wentz. I've heard that he could go to the Broncos too. So,
You
but
talking about
speaking
Drew
about
Lock?
this year, uh, Drew Lock, exactly. Yeah, yeah. But speaking of this year, man, the NFC West is so tough. It's we're gonna be. I don't think any team's gonna win more than 10 or 11 games this year in our division. It's getting so tough. But I'm trying to think who wasn't good this year that could be a playoff team next year. Mm. I think you might have to come back to me on that. I got to think about that.
Okay. What do you think, Terry Artist?
Teams that you saying that teams that were down last year that can come up.
Yeah.
Are we saying besides the team that I'm wearing, or can I
I
add
mean,
them in the mix too?
if you think that's the case.
But nah. Definitely, I see the Miami Dolphins being better. They was like
Yeah,
a game or so away from making the playoffs. And imagine if they do get Smith. That's who I think they're going with Devonta Smith to pair that wide receiver and quarterback duo. Back. You know what I'm saying? But team like the Miami Dolphins, I think would be a team to watch out for. A team that might fall. I'm gonna have to say it. And this is not me being biased. We don't know how much money they're gonna have. They got a lot of key free agents that due for a contract. Them boys from New Orleans might not be the same.
Now, are you? Is your heart
No,
in
no,
it?
no, no, no.
mm.
My heart ain't in it.
Okay.
I
I'm just
actually
checking.
like looked up they contracts and stuff, and they got like a lot of key pieces. That's why Drew just I think he reconstructed his contract. Not saying that he coming back, but they took like a couple of mil off of it just so he can help them out. So they might not be the same. And I'm gonna
Definitely.
throw my Falcons in it. My heart is in it with them, man. But no, be for real, man. Arthur Smith, he can say all the right things. But as you know, Lo, man, we went through it with Dan Quinn. We heard all these good things. He was a great motivational speaker for about 2-3 years in Atlanta. Had the black dude doing the little motivational commercials. He was getting us
oh,
all riled up for the
oh,
Super
Derek.
Bowl.
Oh,
Yeah,
Derek Moore.
Derek Moore. Yeah, then we got tired of it because we wasn't seeing it. So You know, for any other coach, it's gonna make it harder for any other coach to come in. Like, man, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. I'm gonna be like, man, whatever. See you on Sunday. Let's see it.
Show me
But
the
yeah,
way.
definitely the Dolphins. Definitely the Dolphins. Watch out for the Dolphins.
Yeah, I think that's a good one. I
I would
mean,
say the
now you go ahead, Jay.
yeah, I was gonna say the Las Vegas Raiders. They could be a team on the come up. You know, they got the quarterback. I know there's a lot of speculation about Derek Carr, but he wasn't the issue last year. I don't think. I think the Raiders defense is straight trash. They got to draft the draft picks that they had on the defensive side of the ball. They haven't really made an impact, and that's the issue they had. But I think in this year's draft, they're going to have to draft all defense again. They're going to have to get better. And also the good old, we'll stick to in division with the Raiders. It's the LA Superchargers. They got their franchise quarterback in Justin Herbert, and I think they'll be a good team. That division is stacked. The AFC West, NFC West, they're both stacked. And I have to agree with you, Tara, that the Saints. I mean, who's going to be their quarterback? I mean, I wonder if they're okay with Jameis Winston. I mean, I don't
I
know.
mean, Jameis, like coach has coached me well enough to know. And you seen that pretty arm he had in the playoffs, man, on that one touchdown play. If he gets coached up right, with Sean Payton, he might be able to do it down there. He might be able to do it down there. Yeah. And Sean Payton is so good at plugging in a quarterback and still winning games. So, but I'm just speaking of like Marshawn Lattimore. I think Marcus Williams is going to be up. And they got, I think, Demario Davis, maybe. I think he's one of those two. So, might not be the same, but we'll see.
Now, what's the Seattle Seahawks cap space looking like? Because they seems like they're a little bit of a decline, especially on the defensive side of the ball. I don't know, how they're looking, but it's like the games that they did win, it was purely off of the arm of Russell Wilson. They had the whole let Russ cook movement going and everything. But then whenever he wasn't performing the same way and fell out of the MVP race, the Seahawks kind of fell off a little bit, man.
Yeah, those Seahawks, they was cooking. They was letting Russ cook in the first half of the season, and he was cooking on the grill. When that propane gas went out, they didn't know what to do. It's no more LOB. The LOB is long gone, man. Like, so they're gonna have to continue to add defensively. I think their offense is good. They could add another running back because Carson can't really stay healthy, but. Other than that, they just got to continue adding defensively. And, Russell Wilson, Stafford, Kyler Murray, and then you got the best quarterback in the division. Oh, did I say that? Jimmy G.
The best quarterback in the division.
Hold on. Hey, we gonna have to call that cap.
Hey, Jay. I think you get naked, bro.
Did you pass him your moonshine?
I gotta put the drink down. I know Jimmy G not the best, but he may not have to be the best quarterback for the Niners to win the division. It's all about the team. Yeah. We know it. It's a team game. So I'm eager to see what happens next year because it's gonna be a dog fight. It's gonna be.
Say that again. These Atlanta fans don't hear you. Say that one more time. What you just said.
It's about the team, baby. It's a team game. There's a reason why there's 53 guys on the roster. So.
Exactly. A lot of times people forget that, man. And I'm guilty of it myself. It's like we were just talking about Tom Brady beating Patrick Mahomes. But at the end of the day, there weren't 11 Tom Brady's playing on defense against Patrick Mahomes, throwing into that D. And the same thing across the other. It's like the circumstances are different. Patrick Mahomes, he didn't have all his starting offensive linemen. Tom Brady did. So we can't sit up here and say that Tom Brady beat Patrick Mahomes. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers beat the Kansas City Chiefs. So
right.
It's kind of like when everybody says, like, whenever there's a quarterback, they say, "Oh, Lamar Jackson, he didn't win a playoff game for his first 2 years." It's like Lamar Jackson did. It was the Baltimore Ravens. Nobody's saying anything about
Right.
John Harbaugh not winning one for the last 2 years.
Right.
I mean, it's just one of those things, man. People. But that's the whole thing about being the quarterback. You the quarterback. You take all the success, and you also take all the.
Hey man, it's a whole lot of getting naked in your chat, man. It's a whole lot of getting naked in your chat.
They call you out, Jay. You see them calling you out.
Fraud star Jimmy. Jimmy G was the most recent quarterback from the NFC West to be in the Super Bowl. Those are facts. You can't dispute that, right? So show some respect to Jimmy G. Put some respect on Jimmy G's name, man.
They just said he stole money, Jay. That's all I'm saying.
So wait. I want your thoughts. My bad, bit low on this. I want your thoughts about this. Jay in the Bay. Get my hands right. All right. So you seen how we lost our Super Bowl, right? So okay, Kyle Shanahan comes to y'all. Y'all struggle at the gate. Then y'all find yourself in the Super Bowl, right? After the game, but y'all demolished Green Bay running the ball, right? Run the ball. How was it like? How would you feeling when your team was up in the fourth quarter and he did exactly what he did to Atlanta? And
it was tough to watch. It was tough to watch, but at the end of the day, the reason why we lost that game because we gave up a 3rd and 15, to Pat Mahomes and Tyreek Hill, and Jimmy G when the lights were brightest, Jimmy G was only, I think he was like 3 for 11 and passing the ball in the fourth quarter. We all know that ain't gonna get it done. TB12, he when the lights shine bright, TB12, that's when he plays his best. But obviously, it's hard to compare Jimmy G and TB12. But that's the reason why we lost that game. That 3rd and 15, we didn't run the ball, and also Jimmy G. Everyone said if he would have made that, he was looking to the right, he was looking to the left, and he threw that rock to Emmanuel Sanders. He overthrew him by a few yards. If he was able to connect with Emmanuel Sanders, we would be having a whole different conversation. We would have most likely won that Super Bowl. But what can you do? We can only move forward. So
now I'm assuming that Ethan is watching this from your channel. I'm assuming that he's a San Francisco
fan. That, right?
Low. We do not get that response half the time from the Falcons fans, so it had to come from him, right?
They had to come from They had to come from a San Francisco fan. So let me ask you this right here, Jay. And this is what I'll bias aside. If you had your choice, for this year, would you take Jimmy G or Matt Ryan playing in that Kyle Shanahan system?
I would say Matt Ryan probably has the edge because he's been able to stay healthy. Matt Ryan, I think he was the MVP that year when you guys went to the Super Bowl, and Shanahan was the offensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So probably Matt Ryan because he's able to stay healthy. And I'm being real. Matt Ryan, he's a better quarterback than Jimmy G, but Jimmy G's a little bit younger than Matt Ryan. So, but if it was just 1 year, honestly, probably Matt Ryan.
Yeah. I could definitely see that. I can see it. Yeah. I mean, Jimmy G, I don't think he gets the credit that he deserves. I think he's a good quarterback, but it's one of those things, man. You gotta, you just gotta make sure that you show some love. Mystical Mixes, what's good, family?
Hey.
Tuning into the stream.
hey, you gotta say it one time, man. Say it one time.
Yeah, you gotta give it to it one time, Jay.
Faithful Niner Empire. What's good? You know who it is. It's your boy, Jay in the Bay.
Man, definitely. And Coach Ronnie, she said,
Thanks for watching the
that's why
stream. Appreciate it.
definitely.
She got me rolling in this chat, bro. Oh my
Coach Ronnie
god.
said, that's why you keep your clothes on until you get the ring, Jay and the Bay. You can't get naked until you get that ring first. Man, definitely. The Brandon said Shanahan took 2 teams to the Super Bowl. I mean, you got to give the man respect, bro. It's like, I don't know if I ever told you this, Jay, but look, man, it's one of those things where if we could have, if they had the hindsight to realize that Kyle Shanahan's the reason we went to this Super Bowl is it got rid of Dan Quinn, I would have been all for it. But I mean, you can't do that when you got a head coach that takes you to the Super Bowl. But I love Kyle Shanahan. Thing is, he's still young. It's like those mistakes that he made in the Super Bowl, he's gonna get to another one. Like, it's just a matter of time. Like, nobody coaches up a team like that and not get to another Super Bowl. So after he made the mistake twice, because there's many mistakes that I made a lot more than twice. When I got older, I said, okay, I don't need to do that anymore. So y'all make sure y'all take care of Kyle for us. I'll admit it. Sometimes I get naked for Kyle Shanahan. I'll admit that.
Yeah, he'll be a Niner for a long time because he just re-signed. He just got an extension on his original contract. So him and Lynch are locked in arms. They're going to be together for a while. But I think Dan Quinn was only in his first or second year with Atlanta when he and Shanahan took guys to the Super Bowl. So yeah, there's no way
it was second year
that they would fire Quinn. Yeah, there's no way they would do that. But I gotta say what's up to all the people in the chat who are joining the stream, and also all the coaches. I gotta hit the road, but I appreciate you guys having me on. Nice meeting you, Terry, and I appreciate watching your Madden videos, man. You're teaching me the game. I appreciate it. And thanks to you, Big Low, for letting me come through. We definitely got to do this again, man. I appreciate you guys having me on.
Definitely, fam. Appreciate you for chilling out with us, man. Y'all have a good one and stay safe out over there in Cali, bro.
Stay safe, man.
All
right, bro.
Will do, man. Appreciate it. All right. Take it easy. See y'all next time.
Definitely. Much love. Much love. Now, everybody else who are, even if you're fans from Jay and the Bay, or if you're on the coaching staff, y'all could definitely continue to chill out with us, man. We just sitting here chilling out. Got old country boy and old city boy chopping it up a little bit. I gotta chill out with my homeboy Terry Artist 404, man. That's like my brother right there, boy. That's like my brother.
Yeah, you like big brother, man. Your wife is big sister, one big old family over here. Like, for real. This ain't no cap, no BS. This is real.
Definitely. Now, I do want to let everybody know who are on the who are from Big Low Country Sports. If you want to just see some other football content on YouTube, make sure you go subscribe to my homeboy Jay and the Bay, man. Much love. He's a good dude.
Jay and the Bay.
Now look, I also want to let y'all know if you are here from Jay and the Bay, make sure you do a country boy a favor and subscribe to the channel. I would definitely appreciate it. Definitely appreciate it. As a matter of fact, I'm getting ready to put my link in here so y'all can see it. And
he has the best film breakdowns that you can ask for, man. I watch people like Top Billing. Top Billing is good too. I watch several other people, but for some reason you can get it in my head more so than they can. Like, okay, this is where they're supposed to be. You see how that was supposed to happen, but it didn't. Look at him. He looked like he ain't even gonna run the ball, man. So the defense can tell that it's a pass play. You feel me? So make sure y'all go help a country boy out, man.
Hey, man, I really appreciate that, family. Thank you so much, man. That means a lot to me because, you know, you put a lot of time and work into this YouTube thing, man. So yeah, definitely. But yeah, man. So moving forward, bro, because I don't know if you heard, on the Atlanta Falcons Nation, Mad Mike, he put up a video talking about the cap, saying that the cap they're suspecting it's going to be around $181 million. So
Right.
moving forward, who do you think, or do you think we might make any moves moving forward to shore this Atlanta Falcons team up?
Before I get into that, big shouts out. I seen Miss Maggie T was in the building, so big shouts out to Miss Maggie T, Mad Mike over there. You know, y'all keep doing y'all thing over there. We all families, all one love. My question to you about that is, how much of a difference would that make to our salary cap now? I'm gonna go back and check out this video. If y'all haven't checked it out, go check it out as well. But how much of a difference would that make from, before I answer the question, from what we got to what's going to be, from what we had to what's going to be now added on?
Hey, bro. So basically, it's one of those things where I know whenever it was like 170 something million, but they were expecting it to be, I think they were saying that we were going to be like 20 something million over. So now it's going to be from the low 20s to the high 20s, or the high 20s to the low 20s.
I still think, even though we got some more money in our back pockets, you still can't go heavy on the spending, or else you're going to be right back in the same situation that we was. If you can nickel and dime, you can find people like, if I can play something right here, he'll be good for this amount of dollars. If you can nickel you know how people, they do big splashes like Philly, like Tampa did this year, but it worked.
Yeah.
If you can make that same impact without spending a lot, that can mean a lot for this team.
Definitely, bro.
So that if you can do that, let's say it starts in March, you can do that before April. Now your draft board becomes way more clearer. Be like, all right, we know what we're going after now, and we got our heads up on it.
Exactly. And man, I just want to give a shout out. Look, coaches, we got a new coach on the coaching staff. Sports Talk with Big Ben. Welcome to the coaching staff, Coach. Anybody else who subscribes to Big Low Country, we're definitely going to be giving you a shout out.
Sports Talk with Big Ben. What's happening? I'm going to remember that name, because when I get off, matter of fact, I can do it right now. Sports Talk with Big Ben. I'm finna gonna hit you up with a subscribe now, just for hitting up my boy with a subscribe, man. You feel me?
Definitely. And my homeboy, Terror Artist 404, he's the Madden God. Everything else, man. But yeah, so Reggie C2K said 20 million over the cap. That's a lot better than 100 million. And you definitely right about that, man. Coach Brandon Levy said that Falcons might want to spend some of that money on Shaq Barrett. I mean, we seen what he did last night.
I wouldn't mind it. He's had a good 2 years, man.
Hey, he been balling out, bro.
So would that be a perfect? Now let's say, okay, we switching to the 3-4, right? So he would be like, what, rushing off the edge, correct?
Oh, hold on, Coach. My bad, Coach. We got a new coach to the coaching staff, y'all. What in the world? Mr. Comixis, welcome to the coaching staff.
So, I'm going to say this. Go ahead, I'm going to say this. Everybody that subscribes to him while we're on this live, I'm going to shoot y'all a subscribe for my own personal Terror Artist 404 channel. So that's me showing the love back, from y'all showing love from him, man.
Definitely. Much love. Definitely. So, yeah, man. Yeah, I definitely think it's one of those situations where, and everybody in the chat, y'all make sure that y'all welcome Mystical Mixes to the coaching staff too. Y'all know we got to make sure we keep our country manners, y'all. Y'all know that. But yeah, man.
Country.
Anyway, everybody got a piece of country in them. Everybody got a piece of country in. Coach Will, man, I ain't hollered at you all night, bro. What's going on out there in the SAP, man? So, look, what you think about this whole Keanu Neal situation, Terrell Artist?
He just brought us something good, man. He just brought us something real good, because that might be their first move. That might be their first move and still give him that little prove it deal that we talked about. Now they might be a little bit more lenient on it, give him a few extra dollars. You feel me? I think we should. Give him a chance. And now I'm gonna spin it back to you. Now that's a good question I didn't think about. When that money opens up, it opens up, more chances for us to keep certain players, right? So besides Keanu Neal, is there any other person on this team or that was on this team last year that you won't mind being like, hey, we want to keep you now since we got a little bit extra money besides Keanu Neal?
Besides Kiki, you know what? Be honest with you, there's nobody else extra that I want to keep. To be completely honest, it's
not even Gurley.
Not even Gurley. No. Because it's like I've seen what he could do. Good running back, because since your job is to make people miss, like everybody want to blame Dirk Cutter. I've seen Gurley on one-on-one situations not break that tackle or make somebody miss. Like I've seen that way too many times. Like there was at least 3 or 4 big plays that I think the second play in the Seattle Seahawks game. Like we can't say that, it was no fatigue or anything coming into play. It was the second game of the season.
Mm-hmm.
You one-on-one with the safety. Safety got him. What in the world, Bo?
What in the world?
So I mean, yeah, give me a young Thundercat, and we'll make it do what it do from there, or just a veteran who's just a little bit healthier. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what about you? Like, what do you think they should do with Gurley?
To be honest, man, I wouldn't mind. Like I said, I was the fool that bought the jersey.
I don't know why you did that. I don't know
why. Because I was just like, check this out. I ain't no UGA fan, but I know the impact that he put on UGA. It was marvelous. It was spectacular. It was just like a feel good feeling having him come back to Georgia, right? And then I was just thinking like, okay, maybe this is the year. Like this is the time. Everything's gonna come into place. Then I forgot who was our OC. So, and then me and my friend was having this conversation about Ty Gurley. It wouldn't be the problem. It'd be more so Dirk Cutter. It was a little bit of both. So I think if you want different results, we already got rid of one. You gotta get rid of the other. And I seen on your chat, man, that my boy Let's Get a GA said Dante Fowler needs to be at the door first in line. Man, he signed a 3-year deal. He got 2 more to go.
So basically, it sounds like it might be one of those situations where we'll probably keep him this year and then cut bait next year.
Right, but this is what I wanted to ask you initially. So, okay, we're gonna be going out of 3-4, right? Say we do try to get Shaquille, right? Shaquille Barrett. He will be a linebacker that rushes on the outside, right? Kind of like we said Michael Parsons would be if we draft him. So with Dante Fowler, do you think he need to be playing that same role, and which side?
Yeah, I definitely think Dante Fowler would be playing that outside linebacker role. And I could definitely see him he'll be playing the weak side, because he's a good sized guy, but he's not big enough to,
put his hand in the dirt.
Yeah, well, I mean, not just put his hand in the dirt, because you playing that outside linebacker role. Most of the time you're gonna be in 2-point stances. But if you're playing that strong side, you're gonna be on the side where those tight ends are. So, I want him rushing free because he doesn't have that kind of talent to, get chipped and still keep coming down. I want a guy that's like 260, 255, coming down because he, finally he ain't got enough weights in his pockets.
And also keep Fourier too. Yes.
Yeah.
Do what you gotta do.
Fourier.
I
Exactly.
don't know how we forgot about Fourier. Do what you gotta do. Make sure that he paid first. I'm legitimately saying make sure that Fourier paid first. Then you worry about Kiki, and then everybody else can really walk. Fourier showed his behind off this year, man. Nobody saw that coming until this season. That boy showed out. You gotta give him his money, man.
He did. Yeah, I agree with you. Albert Smith said earlier in the chat, he said, he said, Big Low, I'm your big brother. So much love to you, big bro.
Hey man, we all brothers from another.
Hey, bro, that's what that's the benefit of being in the coaching staff, man. We all get together, talk about football, and it's just one of those things, bro. It's just one of those things. Now, Falcon, much love to you. He said, okay, if we draft Parsons, move Fowler to his position, what do y'all think? I think those might be your two outside linebackers right there. Michael Parsons, he's your depth because, it may be one of those things where y'all might not be able to sign Fourier. Like Fourier's going to want to get paid, y'all. Anytime you got a guy who came in the league who's like a later draft pick and he blows up, he gonna want to get paid. It always happens.
So Brandon Levy, I'm reading the bottom, said Fourier still on the rookie deal. Keanu is up and KZ's up for money. We need safeties. So if Fourier is still on his deal, then at least we ain't got to worry about him until like the next year. Maybe so. Unless they open up the 5th year option or whatever, they might.
His is next year.
So what do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, look, I've been saying like for the last 2-3 weeks, I want that boy that used to sing with Drew Hill. Cisco. I want Andre Cisco, man. He's a baller, bro. He's a baller. And I really hope we get him just for that reason right there. Just so every time he, gets an interception, I can say, these are the times we always fall. But yeah, man, I definitely think we need some safety help. But yeah, Fourier, this is his chance to get that 5th year deal. If they're smart, they'll give it to him. But I'm really worried about it because especially after last year with this whole Vic Beasley situation, they said, oh, well, it's one of those situations. We're going to go ahead and give him this 5th year option, break him off. He don't do nothing. So you got a new regime. They might say, we want everybody to prove it to us. We ain't even trying to do this.
Right.
Still unsung. Yeah, man.
Hey, you got people in here singing, man.
And it sometimes I get a little lonely.
America's Got Talent.
Oh man, but yeah, Devon, I like that. I like that safety from TCU too, though, bro. Like he's a beast. As a matter of fact, my homeboy K Styles talked about him. He made a video about him. He's a beast.
Y'all go check that out as well when y'all can, man.
Yes, sir. Definitely. Y'all already know, man. We represent Atlanta Falcons Nation. Like I told y'all before, and I don't know if this is your first time on here, but if you got anything from this or if we made you smile one time, make sure that you hit that like button. If you found any information that you didn't previously know, or if you just like my country accent, make sure that you hit that like button. And if this is your first time listening to us, I know that a lot of people might be listening to us from Miss Enjoy's channel or Jay and the Bay's channel. Make sure that you do a country boy a favor and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to put it in the chat right here. You subscribe, we're going to give you a shout out right now, man. Give you a shout out right now.
And if you subscribe and you a content creator and stuff, I'm hitting you with a subscribe. So you win for a win.
Definitely, man. Definitely. But yeah, so I was just gonna say, man, it's like, and I was talking about this last night. I don't know what I'm going to do moving forward. Like as far as moving forward with this off season, I guess I'm just gonna have to do what everybody's asking me to do and get down on these mock drafts. I'm assuming because everybody, keep saying, "Hey, Big Low, you doing mock drafts?" Somebody in the comments was saying, "Yeah, I already know Big Low. He coached the offensive line." So just because I'm big, that means I coach the offensive line. What? Just
tell him what side you was on, Lo.
I was on defensive line.
Yeah. Left side, strong side.
They talk about Moonshine Idol with Coach Low.
Hey man, we're gonna have to trademark this one day, but you gotta say it one time. I ain't heard you say it.
What in the world?
About that moonshine.
Look, man, at the end of the day, because it's always in the arm's reach. At the end of the day, what's in my cup is in my cup. Now, it might be water and it might be moonshine. But if you see me smiling, that just means I'm happy to see you. That's all that means.
Boom.
Man, Asia, she done came and left and came back. Much love to my homeboy CG the Bully. Much love to you, fam. Much love to you. Yeah, man. They had like Big Low can't coach the wide receivers. And like I can't teach somebody how to run routes, coach. What in the world?
Right, man. Right, man.
I can't teach somebody how to run that 7 and turn it into a 9. I can't do that.
They probably didn't know that you did. Did you know that, man? Hey. Big Low is a multi-talented man. He can sip on some alcohol or water. We don't know what it is. He can coach. He can coach football. He can sing. He can throw down on the grill. He's like a hood Olympics or country Olympics. He can do it
all. Man. Coach Rody talk about Reggie. You see Coach Low out there running around. Think I will break that thing down and take it back up, boy.
Y'all don't know. He taught C-Red them routes.
Oh man, y'all got crazy, man. Coach Will said he got Hennessy in his cup. Hennessy on a Monday night, bo. Ain't nothing wrong with that, family. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Definitely. What everybody eat tonight? That's my question. Cause Big Low hungry. I ain't nothing yet. I got a headache. I need to eat me something.
I'm starving.
You ain't ate nothing either?
I ain't ate nothing, man. I knew I was coming on with you, so like you know what, man. I don't want to be all dolphin and all slow, man. No, slow, man, but we good where we at right now, man.
Man.
Make sure I see right now he is currently at 16 likes. Let's get that thing to 20 before the end of this stream, man.
20 likes. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Asia, what's going on? Asia says she eating tacos. A Taco Monday.
Tacos.
Tacos.
Okay, I gotta hit it. Taco Tuesday. But it's Monday.
So he eating wings and a club sandwich. Let's get it. So he made spaghetti tonight. Okay, then. Let me ask you this. Let's get it. Do you bake it or do you boil it and put it together later? Because some people bake it and then some people boil it and then they make the sauce separately and then they put it together later. And some people just make it all together and mix it up. False start said 2 ham sandwiches. So yeah, False start Falcon from the country because there is not any W in there. It's just sandwiches.
Yeah, right.
Albert said, Coach Lowe, eat some Thai chicken, curry, and rice. Oh, that sounds good. Reggie C2K said he had a hamburger. Definitely. CG Bully said he had steaks. Ain't nothing wrong with that, Coach.
Jersey Mike's.
Coach Albert said we can start a food truck. Yeah, man, we can start a food truck. That's cool with me. You think people gonna want to eat coons and sweet taters? Coon and sweet tater stew?
Hey, I eat the sweet taters. I know what that is. See, like you said, everybody got a little country in they self, man. Half of my family is from Atlanta. You know what? No. Most of my family is my mama's side is from LaGrange and Columbus, and most of my daddy's side is from Columbus and Tennessee. It's just us first few grandchildren, born up in Atlanta. So I guess you're right. I got country in me too, man.
You got country in? Cute steak and rice, Bo. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Reggie said he got oxtails, cabbage, rice, and gravy. Agent said she baked brownies. One time it tasted like Jell-O. Proves that I can't bake. Now, let me tell y'all something. Whenever you coach, and this right here is behind the curtain. So whenever you coach, there are so many joys to coaching, right? You get a chance to see players, face their fears. You see players get better. You see people go take collegiate careers and things like that. But you know what my favorite part of coaching was?
All right.
When the mamas brought them snacks, boy.
The team mom.
Oh, boy. It got to the point they started asking, they started taking requests. Like, they was like, so Coach, what do you want us to bring? Like, what kind of sweets do you want us to bring? I was like, oh my goodness, what in the world?
Yeah, man, the team moms is like definitely what every child and coach look forward to after the game, man.
Yes.
Definitely. Hey, them Rice Christmas treats used to get me through.
Hey, bro. Well, ain't nothing like the peanut butter sandwiches that been sitting all day.
Mm-hmm. Ain't nothing like it. And what's that word? And let it marinate.
Yes. Coach Albert said we need to start a food truck. Yeah, man, we can start one up.
I think that's a good investment, man. Food trucks can eventually, when the food truck gets so popping, you never know. You might boom. Okay, we need to think of a place to set this up. A lot of places have started off as food trucks, man. So y'all should definitely talk about it.
Definitely. But yeah, man. Yeah. So, hey, man. I definitely appreciate everybody for chilling out with us tonight, family. Definitely appreciate everybody for chilling out with us tonight. Thank y'all so much for chilling out with the country boy, chilling out with my homeboy Terrell Artist. Thank you so much to Jay and the Bay, Miss Enjoy My World. Make sure that y'all check out all their channels. And look, man, rise up, A-Town down. We're gonna be hitting y'all with a lot of good content this week, man. Much love to you. Y'all be easy.
All right.